Get pause YouTube, 6ftHax here, have for you guys today another Wi-Fi battle, and this was a match that I got off of my stream. Now if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to hammer the like button down below. One like can definitely go a long way. Now going into this match, I saw that he had a Smeargle, and unfortunately my team has no hazard removal on it, so if it turns out to be a Sticky Web, Stealth Rock, and Spike Smeargle, that could actually be a little problematic. So I'm going to be leading off with my Scizor, expecting him to lead off with the Smeargle, because what I can do off the bat is go straight for the Bullet Punch before he puts me to sleep, and then from there I can hopefully try to wake up and prevents him from getting up too many hazards. There is a possibility that he may have rocks on his Mamoswine and not have rocks on this, which would actually be pretty good for me. So I go straight for the Bullet Punch as he actually ends up going for the taunt. I'm guessing that maybe he didn't want me to try an SD and setup, which does make sense. So here, expecting him to want to just get up a hazard or maybe switch out, expecting me to Bullet Punch again, I am going to go for the U-turn as he does switch into the Magearna. This is good because I prevent him from trying to get up hazards, and again, I don't have any hazard removal on my team. So I U-turn into my Gastrodon. Now typically the hidden power that Magearna carry are hidden power fire, so I'm not worried about him having the hidden power grass, and then I go for the recover, expecting him to go for the floral cannon, which as you can see was a very bad misplay on my part because he gets a free switch into the Smeargle, and now he gets up the Sticky Webs, which are going to be a little bit annoying just because I do have Ash, Greninja, and I do have Necrozma, but for the majority my team is kind of slow, so they aren't going to be too annoying, but they are going to be a little problematic. So he ends up bringing in the circuitries. Now obviously circuitries do tend to carry not hidden power, but they do tend to carry energy ball, so predicting that I switch into my Scizor, and this was a little bit of an obvious switch in, so I was worried that he would have gone for the Volt Switch, but I am a very bulky Mega Scizor, so I'm pretty sure I would have been able to take it. Now expecting him here to switch out, I am going to go for the U-turn. Now there was a chance that maybe he had the hidden power fire, luckily though he did not, and I will be able to safely U-turn back into my Gastrodon, which does not care about the webs at all because Gastrodon is already extremely slow, and I am a minus speed nature as well. So he's going to go for the floral cannon, and unfortunately he misses. Now I'm pretty sure that this miss didn't matter too much just because I will be able to take the next one, and at -1 I most likely would have been able to take another one. As you're about to see, this floral cannon only does a little bit over 50%, so at -1 or at -2, I think it's at -1, I'm not too sure, but after the drops I would have been able to take another one and then gone for the recover, and I decided to just be aggressive here and go straight for the Earthquake because I don't know how much damage the floral cannon is going to do to me. So I guess in a sense him missing kind of helped him out because my Gastrodon is at lower HP than it should have been. As he brings in the circuitries here, I thought that he would predict me to bring in my Mega Scizor here, so I am going to make the aggressive play and stay in and go for the Earthquake. And after he reveals to me that he has the Tail Glow, I have no safe switch-ins to this monster that is +3 circuitry, so I don't really want to play a prediction game here, so I'm going to decide to just leave in my Gastrodon as death fodder. I've already managed to take down their Smeargle and take down the Magearna, which is really good, so I will be able to sack it off here, allowing me to get a free switch into my Ash Greninja, which unfortunately is going to be caught in the Sticky Webs, but I do have the Water Shuriken, which should be able to finish him off in 2 hits. If not, then the 3rd hit will definitely knock him out. So I'm going to be able to go for this. I am Life Orb, so I will definitely be able to 2-hit KO him with 2 Water Shurikens here, and my Battle Bond is going to activate. Either way though, after webs, my Greninja is slower than basically everything he has left. So I most likely will leave it in for death fodder depending on what he decides to bring in, as I will be able to turn into Ash Greninja here. I'm not really too concerned about what he does bring in. If it is the Starmie, then that could maybe be a little bit annoying, but if it's anything else, I will be able to go for the Water Shuriken and still get off a decent amount of damage, as he does end up bringing in the Mega Pincer. There's no reason for him to go for the quick attack here because there's no way he's going to knock me out, so I will be able to get off a good amount of damage with Water Shuriken, as that is actually doing way more than I expected. And judging for how much damage Water Shuriken did, if I had got 5 hits, I most likely would have been able to knock him out, but I only get 3, which is still more than enough to put him in range of where the Bullet Punch from my Mega Scizor will be able to finish him off, which that is what I'm going to bring in here. And I end up making a bit of an over prediction. I thought that he would switch out predicting me to Bullet Punch. In hindsight, that was a very bad play on my part, because even if he brought in the Starmie, I could have taken any hit that he went for and then gone for the U-turn. So honestly, I should have really gone for the Bullet Punch here, as I get a crit. You're gonna see that that crit really doesn't matter at all in the long run of the match. I will be able to now bring in my Lycanroc, which has the best nickname ever. Shouts out if you do get this nickname. And thankfully I do have the Sucker Punch, so I'm gonna go for that. But he actually switches out into the Mamoswine, and I was so upset because in my mind I was thinking, go for Stealth Rocks, go for Stealth Rocks, get up the Stealth Rocks. And here I try to get up Rocks thinking that he's gonna get up his own Rocks, predicting me to Sucker Punch, but no, he knocks me out with the Earthquake because I am Life Orb, not Focus Sash, as it turns out that he is Life Orb as well. Now at this point I'm down to my Necrozma, Comfey, and my Mega Scizor, so I don't want to risk Mega Scizor not knocking out Mamoswine with the Bullet Punch, and also him potentially switching out on my Bullet Punch. So I bring in the monster that is Necrozma. Luckily he does not get a flinch with this Icicle Crash, and I will be able to set up an Iron Defense. Now I'm at +2 defense, and I do have the Calm Mind and Stored Power on this set. So the following turn, as long as he doesn't crit or flinch me, I will be able to go for the Moonlight and be out of range, to where even if he does flinch me, unless he gets like 2 or 3 flinches in a row, he's not going to be able to knock me out. So he goes for the next Icicle Crash, luckily doesn't flinch me, as I am going to be able to go for the Moonlight, and then the following turn I should be able to set up a Calm Mind, and at that point I'll be at +2 defense, +1 special attack, +1 Spadef, making the power of Stored Power base 100 if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I will be able to go for the Calm Mind here, as he ends up going for the Earthquake, which Earthquake does do slightly more damage than what Icicle Crash is doing, plus there's the possibility that he could miss Icicle Crash, so it's understandable that he switched up moves there. And now with me being at +1 special attack, I am basically going to be able to destroy this Mamoswine, destroy the Mega Pincer, and I should be able to 2-hit KO the Starmie. So after this next Icicle Crash, he luckily does not flinch or crit me, and I will be able to go for the Moonlight one more time. And at this point, it's basically over for this Mamoswine, because there's no way he's gonna knock me out, and Stored Power in return will knock him out. But for some reason he switches out here into the Starmie, possibly thinking I would try to continue setting up, but there's really no need for me to do that, as I'm gonna be able to cleanly 2-hit KO this Starmie, which is going to be really good, because Starmie could have hit my team extremely hard since I lost my Gastrodon, because as you see there, that Hydro Pump did about 40 to like 45% to Necrozma, which is insanely bulky. So I'm lucky that he switched it in there, because otherwise I would have had to Moonlight and risk him potentially critting me. So I'm able to knock out the Starmie, as in comes the Mega Pincer. There's no way Mega Pincer is going to be able to knock me out in one hit, because I am at +2 defense, so I will be able to eat this hit and in return knock him out with the Stored Power. And his last Pokemon is going to be the Mamoswine, which even if he does knock me out with the Earthquake or gets a flinch with the Icicle Crash, I still have my Mega Scizor in the back, and I also still have my Comfey, which Comfey can live one Adamant Earthquake coming from Life Orb Mamoswine. So he's gonna go for the Icicle Crash, just kind of fishing for the flinch as opposed to going for the earthquake to get off the extra little bit of damage. Luckily though, he does not flinch me, and Necrozma is going to be able to come through here and knock him out with the stored power, and that is going to be the victory in my favor. I got a little bit worried because I mispredicted a couple times early on in the matchup. Luckily though, Necrozma was able to pull through, put the team on his back, and was able to pull us out the victory. So if you guys did enjoy the battle, make sure to hit the like button down below. And with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. Later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in the knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.